As you're planning your travels, you're probably figuring out what you want to bring, what you want to leave at home, and then also what you want to get while you're here. It's good to know that I have students often asking me, and even myself, is I thought that people in London dress so fashionably, where they'll be wearing a popped collar shirt or they'll wear some really exquisite looking blouse. If you want to wear that, go ahead. If you wear that on your day-to-day basis, but feel free to bring something that you're comfortable wearing. So I like wearing polos and I like wearing t-shirts. So then this is what I brought, and I wear jeans to class. And when I'm at work, I might have on a khakis and some dress shoes. But then it just depends on where you're working and what you're planning on doing with your time while you're here. I do know that when you're going to class, you could be wearing just a pair of shorts and some sneakers and a t-shirt, or you could go all out and decide to wear a full button up and wear some khakis, but all of that is completely up to you. Just note that you'll be here for a while, so you want to be comfortable with what you're wearing. If you're here during the summertime, you're going to experience cooler mornings and warmer afternoons, which means you might want a light jacket in the morning. Randomly throughout the day, you might be experiencing some random sprinkles of rain. And for me, I personally carry on an umbrella, and it's just the little small one, and then I can put it in my bag. And you can find those at the Primark or at the Tesco's for cheap if you don't bring one on your own. All right, so moving on, let's talk a little bit about what items to bring. So right now I have a adapter converter, and the ones that they use here in the UK is going to be this three prong one. And then what I plug my laptop charger into is this. This is the one that connects to US chargers. Now, if you are unsure of which ones you're gonna need, you can also grab that at the Primark or at the Tesco nearby. All right, so moving on, you're gonna wanna bring a backpack to use when you're going to class, or a handbag. And then whenever you're traveling, you're gonna want to be bringing a small handbag. And for me, I have this, and then I just loop it around, and then I just take it with me when I'm on the go. So for shoes, now I definitely overpacked my shoes, and so did all of my other friends. When you're here, some of the shoe shops are pretty cheap, and you're gonna wanna buy shoes while you're here. I think minimally, you should have walking shoes, because we all walk so many kilometers a day, and we use the public transportation system here as well. So you're gonna be wanting comfortable shoes that you're good with wearing and standing for long hours of the day. Our next topic is bedding. Now, you're wondering, does my room come with bedding? Do I need to purchase bedding? Do I need to bring it from wherever I'm coming from? There is an option to say that you want linen. Now, you can do that by emailing the housing hub, and that they can help you and set you up with a pre-order for a linen packet for your room. Now, one thing to keep in mind, though, is if you don't choose that option and you're coming late at night, though, you won't have access to linen while you're here. Now, you can purchase it at a Primark nearby or a local store, but if you are coming at night, those stores aren't available, so make sure you make those arrangements. If you have any questions about the dimensions of your bedding or your room in general, go ahead and reach back out to the housing hub. The next thing to talk about is kitchenware. Plates, pots, utensils, cutting boards. If you're wanting any of those items, you can grab that at the local store. The one that I went to is actually down the road. It's right next to Stepney Green. They sell all of those household items there, so you don't really need to bring them with you. It's actually more cost effective if you purchase those items here. So one thing that you might want to consider doing is reaching out to your flatmates and seeing who is bringing what or how you want to purchase items, because you do have a shared kitchen. Maybe somebody wants to purchase a pot, maybe the other one wants to purchase any cleaning supplies for the space. Now, if you went ahead and coordinated with that, you could also reduce the costs. Now, one other way to reduce your costs of living is potentially waiting until you get here to make those purchases so you can see what you really have. Another thing is that the student unions is hosting a reuse fair, which means that students from the previous semesters have donated items. It could be dishes, it could be vacuum cleaners, it could be other various household items like shelves or bookings. You can go ahead and wait until that fair comes out, and then you can go over there and see what items that you can grab at a cheaper rate or even sometimes for free.